Welcome back. I'm Jeffrey Allmen, yoga teacher, meditation guide, mindfulness coach. Today, mindful eating. This is especially important because of COVID-19 and the pandemic. Many have suffered the loss of their sense of smell and sense of taste. And although I can't guarantee this will help, there is some evidence that mindfulness-based eating, mindfulness-based stress reduction, mindfulness-based meditation, to eat mindfully, to turn your eating, your consumption into a mindful practice could help you regain your taste and smell, but certainly could help you expand upon and push around the edges of what you do have and cultivate, perhaps bringing it back if you've lost it, or bringing it back to where it was. So the first thing with any mindfulness practice is to be totally present, to let go of yesterday, let go of tomorrow, and be right here, right now. It's a horrible habit a lot of us have, including myself historically, that we just eat, just to get it over with, just to go through and be done, just shove it in. I challenge you to not do that. I've brought with me two of my favorite foods that I eat every morning mindfully. It has become a ritual through the entire pandemic, so pretty much a year now, where I eat every morning an orange and a grapefruit. I jokingly call it deconstructed orange juice and grapefruit juice because I used to squeeze them. And then I thought, well, why not eat them? I know it sounds so crazy, it's not. I'm just being funny, but it's like, I'm just going to eat this. I'm going to get additional fiber. But also in actually eating a grapefruit and an orange, you're able to really, consume everything that's going on. I had to cut that open immediately. And in the first part of mindful eating, it doesn't even actually start where I'm at right now. It starts when you're shopping. It starts literally when you're purchasing your fruit and you are picking it up and you're looking at the color, you're looking at the texture, you're smelling it and you're feeling it. Make that part of the process, part of the journey with the food. Now, during the pandemic, maybe your food is delivered and that's okay. So even as your food comes out from delivery, or maybe you bought a whole bag and you're wearing a mask when you're buying it, and that's fine too. So when you finally arrive in your home with your food, mindfully be with it through your whole journey and its whole journey, starting to cherish it even before you eat it. And when you're ready to eat it, smell it. And especially with oranges, maybe dig your fingernails into it and smell the oils as they're releasing. Maybe close your eyes and start to imagine where this cara orange or this ruby red grapefruit came from. Maybe California or Florida, Texas. Start to imagine what the weather is like. Is it dry? Is it humid? Sunny? Start to think of the journey that this fruit took, how it was picked, and how it was carried to you, wherever you're at. And then once you start to cut into it, really look at the variations in color and flavor. Each time you eat, every single day, every single fruit, you'll start to notice tastes totally different. Start to imagine the rain, the wind, when the sun came up and went down. Even before you take your very first bite, you're kind of understanding the journey of this miracle. There's nothing more beautiful than this orange or this grapefruit. Look at any building on the face of the planet, any high-rise, billion-dollar high-rise, 100 stories tall, and you will see nothing as efficient, as beautiful as an orange. Or maybe it's a raspberry. Or maybe it's celery. Just look at how organically beautiful. Look at the architecture, the color, the design of the food. Don't take it for granted. Think, how lucky am I to be in this body, breathing this air, feeling with these fingers? How beautiful is it that I'm part of a village, a community that thought of me and brought this to me. And now here I am in this ritual of eating, of life, of growing, of flourishing, of thriving, not just surviving. Oh my goodness, it's so wonderful. Sometimes I cry when I'm eating my orange in the morning, And each time you make a cut, listen to what it sounds like to cut it with your knife. Feel what it feels like to get through the flesh of the orange, all those perfectly, efficiently distributed cells of flavor, all those vitamins and minerals, how that sun and that rain and the soil, the energy came together and packaged itself perfectly for you until you go in for that very first bite. Chew slowly. Distribute the fruit, the chocolate, whatever it is, around in your mouth, your tongue. Feel how it's changed the chemistry of your mouth, your teeth, your tongue. Once you're chewing on this, go back to that place of the sun, of the rain, of the breeze, and start to deconstruct the flavor in your mouth, the soil, the energy that came together with that seed and created this perfect design, this perfect architecture. Look at the juiciness. It's so amazing. And really get into there. It's like, oh, and now tie this in to memories. Memories of music. One of my favorite candies as a kid was these little gummy, natural grapefruit, sweet and sour candies. And when I smell this, I smell them perfectly. So you start to connect your taste and your smell to a memory, to your childhood, to really beautiful things. You might laugh, you might cry. It's just so wonderful. So take some time to think about the sun, the soil, the birds and the insects, everything that really brought this to you and you to this. Hundreds and thousands and millions of years. This most potent moment, this perfect moment, right here, right now, you and what you are consuming, what you're fueling your body with. Take some time with it. Also, not that you're trying to eat less, but you'll probably eat less because with each bite, spending all this time, all this chewing, you will feel so satisfied with so much less. I know. Coming from the plus size, body positive yogi. I don't always mindfully eat, and I love to eat, but I have been losing weight lately, and I have been doing a real deep dive into my mindful eating practices. So I encourage you, I invite you, I challenge you to take a mindful approach to eating, smelling, tasting, just being in this moment with whatever it is that fuels you. It's gorgeous. Please subscribe and like, so much more coming. Stay curious. Be wonderful. It's so good. Thank you guys.